I was just sitting looking over the water and I started to eat, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw his tail wagging. I had been working as a photographer on Thatch Key, and the first day I kayaked down between Thatch Key and Ragamuffin Key, out in the open ocean basically. And I looked over, and then immediately I realized how severely emaciated he was. I mean, my heart like exploded out of my chest. I scrambled out of the kayak. I called to make sure there was nobody in the fishing shack, and nobody appeared. Winston was basically walking on little boardwalks. He was just waiting for a human to show up. So there was an old pair of swim trunks. I took those and I kind of approached him with that to wrap around him. And then once I got him in the kayak with me, we had about a mile I had to row back to the resort. Bringing this dog back, I really had no idea if it was going to work out like my heart wanted it to. Will people help me? I'm in a foreign country. I have like 36 hours until I leave this country. At the best, I was like, we'll get him home. He'll end up back in Montana with us. Everybody kind of helped me start taking care of it. They got me a couple cans of Dewey's dog food. The young bartender there immediately started calling friends, who then found out where this closest vet was. I booked a boat back to the mainland, to the city of Dangriga. We showed up at the vet. They were really receptive. I was there maybe an hour or two at the most with him while they weighed him, did some minor blood draws, cleaned him a little bit. And I had to leave him rather quickly, unfortunately. The taxi driver needed to leave, and this was kind of my only option to get the ride back to a hotel that I was staying at. So I had to just leave him there. I mean, it was like giving up my little puppy all of a sudden. Dr. Mia continued to stay in contact with me. I got a message about 9 o'clock at night that the blood results were good and that he would heal up just fine. Because the vet was like, well, he can stay here till the weekend, but then nobody will be here for the weekend, so we'll have to send him to a foster. I had to leave the next morning. Kind of had to make all of this happen from the airport. And I was able to get a hold of Melanie at the Humane Society of Belize and get him set up for his foster.
It's dinner time, Winston.
Melanie was the foster for 2 months. She started off sending me photos of him to see the comfort of him finally being in a home. And then his ears started to stand up and he filled out, seemed to be growing a little bit. And it was like seeing a completely different dog. I had dropped off this little puppy that looked like it was going to fall apart if the wind blew on it too hard. And all of a sudden there's this dog barking and running around on the beach. We were getting these constant updates of how lucky we were going to be. And then finally, about the end of January, got a message from Melanie saying that he had gotten cleared by Dr. Mia and it was time to book the flight. And then she put him on an airplane to Dallas.
Bye, Winston.
It was like, okay, this is the day you need to book it. You have 3 days to get here.
All right, we are officially on our way to go pick up Winston. We're just about to leave Montana, headed into Wyoming.
We had to go through a section of interstate from southern Montana to northern Colorado that is very famous for shutting down. And so you're hoping that at any minute they don't shut them down, because the Intermountain West was getting multiple feet of snow. We had to just keep on driving as quickly as we could.
We are in Dallas, Texas, on our way to the airport right now to pick up Winston.
Here he comes.
Hey, boy.
There's this moment where it's like, oh, maybe he doesn't remember me, because I only had this brief moment with him where he was so important to me. Is he even going to remember me? Well, it takes him just a few moments of sniffing my feet and sniffing my pants, and I think that whatever had implanted on his brain as far as memory just came to. And we got to drive to a hotel, and we can't make too much noise in the hotel, but it's midnight and we have a puppy that's been in a kennel for 12 hours and 2 other dogs that have been in kennels in the car for that many hours. Now they're all meeting each other, and it's just like this tornado going on. And then we had to start the journey home. everyone's doing great since we got Winston home. We have a lot of snow here, so that was very unexpected for him. Maybe he thinks he got in a spaceship and went from a planet of all sand to a planet of all snow. But, I got him off the little island, I put him in the boat, and it was really quick that I kind of assumed was going to be my dog. He found me, I found him, and I couldn't help myself but imagine, well, this was kind of like a destiny sort of situation.